Hello and welcome to TouHou Fantastic Danmaku Festival 2. As I played through the first game is every shot type, and now I'm going to do the same for this game. It seems to be very similar as last time. We've got Reimu, Marissa, Sanai, and a character that should be a boss, but now they aren't. So you're gonna play as Reimu. There seems to be 4 shot types here, so there will also be 4 parts of this series. This is also, PCB themed, so I assume if there's an extra stage that I will also not beat, that if I did beat that extra stage, there'd be a Phantasm stage. We don't really need to worry about that, because as was seen from the shot types where I at least was able to win, so therefore was able to attempt the extra stage in the first game, I didn't get very far. So I'm probably not going to get very far if I actually beat it on normal this time. Assuming I do, assuming it's not significantly more difficult than the first game. Maybe it will be, I don't know. Get a cherry border? I think I should get a cherry border. I'm gonna see Lady White walk, or did she get replaced like Rubia did? I know there's an OC in this game too. I don't know who they replaced though. You know, it's normally the mid-boss PCB first stage. Is he gonna be here now? Don't know. Where are we, by the way? We're just kind of in the sky. So, I'm recording this after I recorded the Hina sticker game, where I kind of just had to read a bunch of stuff for that whole thing, so I didn't really talk about anything. So I guess now that I'm playing a game where there's not a lot of dialogue until there is dialogue, and there's not dialogue again, so I could try to talk about a few things. I'm supposed to upload the first part of playing through the first game later today. Wonder how it'll go. No matter how it goes, I'll end up playing through every game as every shot type, because I said I would. It won't take me that long, assuming the third game has about 4 shots as these first 2 do. Although considering it's IN, I don't know, IN's weird, because like, it technically has 8 shots. Or no, 12. But like, the story's only affected by 4 of them. So if it's something similar like that, I'm only going to play 4 of them. Unless they actually went the extra mile and they did an IN, where yeah, there's 12 different shot types and they all have different dialogue. Heavy something. Yeah, you're not Lady Whiterock. This is very obviously not Lady Whiterock I'm looking at. Freeze, you. The guy floating around. You started this blizzard, didn't you? The snow is getting heavier. Food. Hardly any food. Well, no one will be out in such weather. What should I do? I'm so hungry. Carry pillows around with me, apparently. That's why it's very suspicious for one to be out in such a weather. Huh? Isn't this food? I'm talking about eating people, you fucking weirdos. So, thing to mention, when I was recording the last part of the first game yesterday, I mentioned that when I was done recording for the day, I would finish recording show's theme, because it took me 3 sessions to do. And I did. Yesterday I finished recording show theme, and then last night I edited it all together, and it took a while. Longer than you thought it would be, because show's theme is very repetitive. And that, like, it repeats a lot, but like, it also doesn't, because like, the main part repeats a lot, but like, its backing is different each time, so it still required quite a bit of editing. And I finished it last night, it's done, so it'll be uploaded at some point in the next couple days, and now I need to move on to the clown theme. Wonder how it'll go. I don't know. The racing theme went pretty well. It got like 150 something, and a higher than average amount of likes. And then Kamachi's theme got 5 views. ZZZ. Such a weak and little yokai shouldn't be the real culprit. I better ask her. Alright, Now that OC is out of the way, we back to the. Can I see Chad now? Yeah. Although, since Yomu is playable, that means Yomu is not a boss. So I assume Ron will be the stage 5 boss. And if that's the case, unless they make Lily White a boss. For that, honestly, make Lily White a boss. That'd be cool. Probably not though. If Ron is the stage 5 boss, that does make me think that there actually won't be a Phantasm stage, and there'll just be an extra stage to Kari's. So yeah, that was the main thing I had to talk about, basically. Is I finished Show's theme now done. Oh yeah, there was another thing. Was because it took me a while to finish those Show's theme last night, when I finally got around to uploading Fantasy Maiden Wars last night. It was pretty late, and you know, I like to go back and watch the video before I hit the upload button. And I was doing that, and while I was rewatching the video and before I uploaded it, the internet just went out for some reason. So like the video was ready to be uploaded, but like I couldn't upload it because I didn't have internet. So it was like, well, that's annoying. So I just turned my computer off, and then a bit later, when I was literally getting ready to go to bed, the internet came back on. I'm like, alright, so I turned my computer back on, just upload the video, and it needed to be up because I didn't want to wait until the morning, because if I waited until the morning, then my upload schedule would be back by one video. It's the only reason why it matters. I don't want to screw up my upload schedule. Doesn't really matter for any other reason. There's something going on here. Isn't this Yukari's black cat? It seems like you're the only one around here. Wow, we hardly get Mikos to stop by in such weather. I'm not here to play with cats. Is the old witch at home? Oh? Yukari? Hey, don't look down on cats. Can you still be this arrogant after being scratched? Should I do? The person most likely to have clues isn't here. That means I don't have to be kind to the crazy cat. All those who set foot in my Ohigo will not get out alive. Well, I'm shit talking to you again. I tell ya. All you gonna do it. Just to watch. Practice it. Shin has always been one of the boss fights of all time, so this will be something. I say she's difficult for a stage 2 boss. I don't know. She certainly feels like some of the dodges you have to do are pretty tight. She's not spinning around right now. There, never mind. She's doing it. Well, this is a remix of Chen's theme. Definitely say that. Were the other themes remixes? I honestly wasn't paying attention. Was stage 1 a remix of stage 1 or was it completely original? I couldn't tell. Wasn't paying attention to stage 2 either. It didn't sound like Kono. Alright, I do have a cherry border. That's good to know. Because I just ran into a bullet and it died. So we're not going to figure this out for a while because you're almost the 4th playable character, but I do have to wonder how you're a bullet. Yeah, you're fire. Okay. So why I thought that would kill me. I have to wonder how Yomu will play. Will Yomu be like Toei Yomu? Will she be the slashy slash Yomu, or will she be her own thing? I don't know. Hopefully she's good, because maybe this is me not understanding the shot, but it certainly didn't feel like Patchley was very good. What you doing? Why are you shooting lasers at me? Like some weird aim shit going on? Huh? Oh my god. I feel like you're taking a while to die, Chip. Yeah, no! I am walking out alive. What? What's going on? Did they lose their memory? What's wrong with all those yokai? Who knows what the plot of this game is? The last game was apparently about a nerve gas leak, and that's all I know about it, because I didn't beat the extra stage, so I don't know how the story of that concluded. Night of Wonderland. Alice? Do I get to see Alice Megatron already? Am I not allowed that privilege? That was the name of my puppet, wasn't it? Was it my really good Alice puppet named Megatron? Or she was a destroyer of worlds, she was. It was fitting that the puppet game that Alice should have had more relevance in. The puppet was really good when I played it. And I wonder how long it'll be before I decide to play a puppet game again. Because Enhanced Reloaded ended on a really sour note. But, or no, World Link Revised ended on a sour note. Much more sour than Enhanced Reloaded did. You know, maybe I'll just suddenly feel like playing a Pokemon game again. But the problem is, it's going to require a lot more effort, because all I had to do last time when I wanted to play when World Link Revised, I just had to find the mod, and I download Emerald, and then put the mod on Emerald. If I want to play Platinum, I have to I figured out how DS Emulator works. And find Platinum. Don't know if it's readily available on the internet. A Discord server I'm in. The creator of the game with Platinum was in it, and like just posted the link to it at one point. If I wanted to find that, I have to dig back a lot. So hopefully I can just find it on the internet somewhere. But this is a what if, and what if that will be long in the future anyway. Just as I expected, it's like the last incident. It's not Reimu. It's been a while. Why are you greeting me the same way again? Is time reversed? Of course not. You've already realized something, right? About this heavy snow? Yep, it just happened not long ago. The recurring and past incident. The incident of Scarlet Mist. It's similar, but I don't think it's time reversal. If so, why are you here again? You still have amazing intuition and luck. You're related to the wire puller, just as I thought, and it's you who made the fairies block the path. Just take it as a rehearsal. Is the Alice theme? Certainly starting different. I think I can kind of hear the original in it though. You'll have the first part of the first game uploaded late after I finish recording, and then tonight I'll have the last of the Satori game uploaded. Look at all those dolls. And then I don't know, me playing the Satori game has kind of turned into videos of playing all the Mizusoba games I bought the other week. And now that I'm done with the sticker game, I'm kind of done with that, so now I'm just playing this Fantasy Maiden Wars, so I don't know, will I just continue to record this in Fantasy Maiden Wars and something else, and nothing else? I don't know. Well, I'm only recording 2 things, and I upload twice a day. That means both series will go by a lot faster, and it's probably good for Fantasy Maiden Wars to go by faster, considering nobody's watching it. Maybe. I'll have plenty of time to record, so I'll probably do that. Now that I'm done with the Mizusoba games, I'm done having 3 different series, which is what I've done in the past, like, month or so at least. Let's go back to 2. Alright, you see what happened there is I pressed the bomb button and thought I had a bomb, but I in fact had a cherry, which is not like a bomb, so I wasn't invincible for as long as I thought I would be, so I ran into something. You notice how I don't have many lives? I know I died like twice, but I feel like in the last game, I had a lot more lives by this point. Yeah, this is not going too well. It's ironic because this is PCB, a game that gives you like a lot of lives. I mean, it's partly because you can choose up to like 5 starting lives, but even then, I have like max lives by the Prism Rivers a lot of the time. Whereas this, it's like, how many extra lives do you give me? Like, have you given me any? I've really been paying attention. I don't know, I might have to play on easy mode just to beat this game at all and just look at the extra stage. I kind of want to look at the extra stage to see if they have easy extra or not, but I can't really look at that if I don't unlock it at all. So if this goes like really badly, I guess I'll play on easy mode first. Okay, it's going. Alice in Wonderland. You know that Alice Megatron is based on the Alice from the Wonderland of Alice? Probably did. Because Mystic swear she's an Alice in a Wonderland known as Makai. And she looks like common depictions of Alice, you know, blonde, small. The dolls are all broken. You asked for it. Bye. There's not like a weird bonus screen in this game where you get like a bonus based on how many times you didn't die or something. Alright, stage 4. I still only have 2 lives. That's not good. Right, so this is stage 4 of the game that's based-ish off PCB, so I'm gonna be here for 5 minutes. PCB, the longest stage in TouHou. Stage 4 is. Lily White gonna show up? Not only should Lily White show up, she should be the boss of this stage. I think that would be a pretty good idea. What is the life gimmick anyway? Like, have I been collecting life pieces? I don't feel like I have been. At least I don't have any right now. It gave me a border and all of a sudden I don't get lives anymore because of that. It's the trade-off, I guess. So, yeah, I'm assuming this game's a direct continuation of the plot of the last game, which means they expect me to know what happened in the last game. Here's the problem, I don't. It was the Scarlet Mist, except it was nerve gas. That was the plot of the last game, is what I remember. It made yokai crazy, which I guess is better than what nerve gas would do to them otherwise. I assume that's a really weird translation. Some of these this game, I don't know how much of this game, the last game, seemed that's pretty weird translation going on. So I assume they didn't mean nerve gas, that's just the word they used for some reason. Lily White is here. LW. Lily White. LW. Lily White is here. Yeah, Lily. Get the one. What's with this bomb? Not the fantasy seal I know. This go-hey is not my own. This is not the dream seal I know. Yep. Stage 4. Yeah, this doesn't sound like... Unless it's remixed a lot, this does not sound like PCB Stage 4 very much. Alice's theme didn't sound much like Alice's theme either. So I just couldn't hear it. I don't know, I can't really listen to like I can't really pay too much attention to the melodies while I'm playing the game, you know. Maybe they're there, maybe they're not. They were there for Chen's theme. Hello Ron, what are you doing? Spinning, that's what you're doing. She's got a headband on her head because she's Naruto. I will have you know, I have trained in ninja clans for generations. I know all the techniques. Yes. They don't make steamed hams as fine as I do without generations of experience. Okay, so the stage has 2 mid-bosses. That's a first. If I ever played a stage with multiple mid-bosses, probably, but I can't think of one at the moment. Lenin 4 doesn't count. Yep. You make me do some tightness here. Definitely are. Okay, so I have more lives, and that seems to be 1/3 of a life piece, or maybe 1/4, so I guess life pieces have been happening. I just haven't really been paying attention. What am I looking at? Pretty... Imperial symbol? Lily White's the boss, oh my god, best game ever. Sure enough, the source which spring is flowing towards. Spring is here! Spring is here! No, she is not like her usual self. A guest coming? This way, please! Banquet again. How can people turn everything upside down for just a banquet these days? A banquet has to be lively! Have you thought about the feelings of the people who clean up after you? Everyone here are guests, so let's celebrate the arrival of spring together! You guys are celebrating spring while it's ice and snow below here. That makes things easier for me. I will pass through if you don't mind. Wait a minute, you don't seem to have an invitation! An invitation? Just take these charms here instead. Okay, this is officially the best fan shmup ever made, because we made Lily White a boss. We've reached peak. We will never reach such greatness again. And here's the stage 4 theme, because it's Lily's theme. Now it's being played. And now it's being majorly remixed here. Look at her. Sugar sign Baroness Von Von Von. She's throwing candy and flowers and stars at me. Isn't it great? She's throwing donuts at me. Lily, are you gonna eat the donuts if you're throwing them all at me? Right, so according to Silence and Blue, Danmaku's edible, or at least Marissa's is, tastes like candy for some reason. So, is Lily White just like making donuts out of thin air to throw at me and she could eat them if she wants? I feel like if a fairy had the ability to like make candy and donuts out of nothing, they just eat it instead of throwing it at me. Turn the candy into flowers. Oh my gosh. I still don't know what that thing in the top left is. That was in the last game too. I don't know what it does. What does it mean? No, this might be one of those games where I should have read an instruction manual before playing it, but I didn't. Here I am. I don't know, if I didn't die, I'd have 6 lives? Which I guess is about what you'd expect in a game that doesn't give you many, like, Moth onwards, instead of like the earlier games where they're much stingier on lives. Call this type of style a waltz. Playing piano gets like that. Lily, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know what's going on here. I feel like I pressed the bomb button, so was I out? Okay, I understand. You see, I thought these little, like, laser lights of yellow and pink were going to kill me, and therefore I thought this was impossible. Now that I know that they are in fact not going to kill me, this is in fact not impossible, although it is way more difficult from what I expect from Lily White, although she has been turned into a boss here. Alright, so I am not finishing this. I have become very clear now that I've gotten twice to Lily White, and I'm not finishing this. Yep. I'm not gonna 1cc this. Though if it's anything like the last game, 1ccing doesn't really matter because you don't get an ending. You only get an ending for like your first 1cc. Every character after that doesn't get anything. Yeah, I guess I'm going to have to play easy mode as Marissa just to get a 1cc, because it's not happening here. Who's the one behind? Friend or enemy? Well, it's not Yomu. So my guess is it's... Am I about to fight the Prison Rivers here? I assume so, if I fought Lily last time. Or Letty. Letty's actually here. The Prison Rivers that got replaced by the OC and not Letty. I know they switched it up in the third game. Rather than having the first boss be replaced, it was Vistia. Pretty sure Wriggle's in the third game. Oh. Alright, don't want to get caught in a wrong strafing position here. Hope the volume's okay. It's another first part. You know, the first part of the first game seemed alright, but then I went back and watched it, and it was like some of the music in the later levels was really loud. I had to turn it down. It's turned down quite a bit. It's like the lowest setting in game and like 75% in the outer settings. So it shouldn't be too loud, but who knows? If the later stages are really loud like the first game was, it'll be like that. It's definitely going on longer than last time, but it's based on PCB, which is like it was for a while the longest game in the series. It takes the longest for you to get through. I think LOL K might be the longest one now, but I'm not 100% sure. I do know PCB takes like forever to finish though. Ron, I can't tell if that's going to kill me. I don't know what I was... Were those talismans in the background going to kill me? You don't really take any advice, huh? What are you wearing? Ron, shouldn't you be explaining yourself? I know why you are here, but my advice is that you don't cause trouble to Mr. Bow. I'm not wearing my hat. Don't expect me to be forgiven after making the same mistake twice. Or is your master an accomplice too? It's funny how many designs of Ron I've seen without her hat, when I'm pretty sure there was a thing for a while where the hat is her, until it was basically retconned by 19, because it was a stupid piece of lore anyway. You haven't realized even after all this, if you go any further, I will not care, even if you were going to die. You got so much time minding my business, why not take your time looking after your own Shikigami? What? Your black cat is getting crazy, just like all the other yokais. This is... Okay, so the plot is still yokai going crazy. So she's got to rescue Daisy? That's not possible. I've already cast a defensive spell on Chen. So that's your confession, right? I have already taught her a lesson for you. No need to thank me. Finally, looks like I have to stand up for my Shikigami now. No idea what that music says. That's a word. Looks like I have to teach the master of the crazy cat a lesson as well. Yeah, considering how long this is going, I think one recording of this for the day is probably fine. Just recording the sticker game and recording one part of this will be fine. Which means I guess I'll upload the first part of the first game and then get to work on the clown theme. I don't imagine it will take me too long. Oh god, it's this. You know this... Okay, funny thing about this spell card. You know how the spell card works in the original? You press right when you hear a sound effect. Here's the problem. When I was doing this stage, when I was doing PCB Stasher stage before I gave up, I wasn't listening to the music because I was listening to like these videos in the background, so I didn't hear the sound effect. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like this is overall harder than the first game. Although maybe I just had two really good attempts in the first game. Like, for the first two shot types I was. But then it got to Sanai and Patchouli and I just kinda got destroyed. I don't know. is the stage theme, which is normally associated with Rod anyway. Is it like both Necrofantasy? I can't tell if there's any Necrofantasy in it. Should probably just listen to this music independently from the game. I haven't done that in a while. Just like look up the music from a fan game and like listen to it all and add it to the playlist. I haven't listened to like the playlist I have for music from fan games in a while anyway. Okay, the hell are you doing, Ronathan? What am I looking at? Okay. Okay, that was stupid. So you don't get to do that. You are a stage 5 boss. You are not allowed to have a timeout spell. I don't care if you originally an extra stage boss. You don't get to do that. Fuck you. Oh my god, I hate it. What is going on? I don't know. Okay, what am I allowed to touch? I can't. I don't know what's happening. What is going on with the cards? I don't. Okay, I'm dead now. What? I don't understand what's happening. Yeah. That was stupid. I have an explanation on what exactly... So am I allowed to be on this card and none of the other ones? Uh-huh. Okay. Yep. I just have to do this for 36 more seconds. Wow. Fucking fantastic. Yeah, this is just the card. I mean, it's obviously not. It's obviously based on the card. It's different. Well, I kind of don't want to play this game on normal mode anymore after that. Don't give a timeout spell to a non-extra stage boss. Ruins the flow of the entire game. What a waste of time. Yeah, make sure your master doesn't show up later. Shikori had nothing to do with the cause of the incident. You're not going crazy even a bit. No wonder you're the Shikigami of that fellow in yellow. Oh, she's yellow. She's in purple. It doesn't sound the least bit like you... Like you're complimenting. Oh, yes, the word "you're" looks strange. The other line, complimenting me. Goodbye, Ron. Thanks for destroying all my lives with your stupid timeout spell. Alright, stage 6. I've got 2 lives. Which is not what normally goes in PCB anyway, so you know. I mean, they took out Yomu, who's like the hardest part of the entirety of PCB by a country mile. So yeah, if they replaced her with something, they gotta put some bullshit in. I just wish the bullshit wasn't a stupid timeout spell. I wish it did like literally anything else besides that. Will I win? Probably not, cause I only got 2 lives and that's not a lot, no. I didn't game over, did I? Hey, were you already? This place is really like a dream. I honestly can't remember. Did I actually lose all my lives in game over and the lives I have now are just from that? It might have been. A lot of things happened during that timeout spell that may have blocked out some of it. Virginal white fairy tale. I'm a pillow now. Or sheeps as the moon. You see Edwin. He's represented by the moon, yes? In Fiona, she's represented by the sun. So whenever you see a moon or a sun, it's actually representing them. It's really deep shit, yeah? Uh-huh. Well, I have another extra life. So, I might not be screwed. I haven't used my continue already, which I don't think I have, but who knows? What are you doing? Huh? You just gonna stand there? Hello, Yukiko? Yukiko, what are you doing? Nice hat. Let's see who the uninvited lady is. It's my orb, Reimu. I'm pondering it. My bad, I lost the invitation. It's fine, it's fine. Head over there below the roots of that cherry blossom tree then. Hey, humans who are still alive shouldn't be buried. Obviously, you know about this place, so don't tell me you are still thinking about going back alive. I am totally different from the innocent yokai that you let here. But everyone's happily enjoying the party now. How can you treat everything this lightly? This is the second time you caused such a huge incident. This is an inevitable sacrifice. After all, a grand banquet can't be held without spring. Why do you still want that tree to flower? It has obviously failed before. The cycle of clutchy blossoms won't flower. This time, spring has been spread among the entire netherworld. So, what on earth are you going to do? As you can see, to hold this grand banquet. Just for such a silly thing? Whether I'm trying to resurrect the dead or something else, they are all silly things to you, right? To an unrepentant major culprit, it is true that they will not be forgiven, no matter what the reason is. Enough. Hand spring over. No way, spring is the theme of this festival, and we are now going. Yep, I've heard of you flowers in my own shrine. Yep. I know, I'm really sorry, we made a forever and view the very lost deer. In spring, grass you stole, or in the netherworld. Avoid your death to the festival, celebratory dance. Some Miko rainbow. Yes. Alright, 2 lives. Am I doing this? Probably not. But I can try. Is this, Yukiko theme? Doesn't sound like it at the beginning, at least. Maybe it'll turn into it. Maybe it won't. Some of them do, and some of them don't. And the third game came out pretty recently. I think it came out, like, past 2 months, I think? I have to wonder when the second game came out. I think the first game came out a while ago. Yep. Almost ran into that. Well, I didn't. How nice. Is the cherry blossom barrier in the bottom left related to my extra lives? Because I don't feel like I've picked up many actual extra lives. Look at my fans, Reimu. They're like my main character trait. My fans cannot level an entire forest to atoms, though. Fan's not that good. Maybe it is, considering I can kill anything instantly. Does that move on to forest too? Can I kill an entire forest instantly? Probably. If Ryder says I could, then I could. That's every power in this series. You can do whatever a Ryder wants. Remember when I played Linen 4 and I complained about how stupid Xenoa's power is because the power probability is literally whatever you want, because you can bullshit any reason why anything has 100% or 0%, anything has below 100 or greater than 0 chance of happening, so you can make them do literally anything. And I was reminded that, yeah, well, there's a lot of TouHou powers that are basically that. You just can move it to do whatever the fuck you want. Yukari's power over gaps allows her to stop time. Time is a barrier. Yeah, you can argue fucking anything's a barrier. Do whatever the hell you want. What am I looking at, Yukiko? Why are there like skull egg things? Why are you not dying? I didn't really do much damage to you. I have to wonder why. It's just extremely weird to dodge. Still don't know what that thing in the top left is doing. Is that your spells? It might be, actually. Because they're not listed anywhere else, so I assume that's what they are, actually. Because you got like 3 left, and you're Yuko, so there's always going to be that stupid timeout at the very end. Mixed feelings on that timeout. On the one hand, basically, pretty sure is the main inspiration behind like a bunch of timeout spells and other fan games and stuff, where some of them are pretty cool. On the other hand, I hate it and wish it wasn't in the game. Yeah, I'm doing something here. I thought I had bombs. I very simply did not have bombs. And that's an issue because when you don't have bombs, you get hit and then die. And that's not good. Not good when you die. Now reminded of that part in the last part of Shadow when I was just fucking losing it a bit. Going, yeah, it's not good when you die, Shadow. You die like that. And I don't know why I died. What the fuck just happened? I was doing good, there was nothing near me, and then fuck you, and now I'm dead. It's just like, what? You can't do that to me. You can't do that. These belong to the game. You can't just go, fuck you, you're dead. I don't care if your power is that fucking you're dead. I didn't. Okay. So what am I supposed to do in that situation? There's a giant, like, red screen of death at that part of the screen. So, and then I don't know exactly where I'm supposed to dodge at that moment. That's stupid. Great. I have once again 0 lives, 0 bombs in a finale. Like I've done 50 bajillion times in TouHou games before. And I wouldn't be in this situation if Ron's timeout spell wasn't so stupid. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Spawned right on top of me, that was cool. I now have no bombs and no lives. Mm-hmm. Now I would win, but there's about to be a timeout spell that kills me. Yeah. I know you're gonna do it. Stop with the preamble. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, haha. Of course. Well, it's 99 seconds, so I sure hope it isn't a timeout. Now it's a health bar. Or Yuko! You can't have a Yuko fight without a final fuck you at the end. What's the narrative reason behind this? Because the narrative reason behind the final spell is that it's the blooming of the Saigyo. It's like the Saigyo Ayakashi's final spring being released or something. So, what's the actual reason here? I feel like that's lost a lot of the time. Is there was a final timeout spell at the end, like a narrative reason behind it. There's not normally a narrative reason in fan games. It's more just like this final boss has a final spell because final spells are cool. I'll hand it to Lennon too. It actually does have a reason. It's the sword testing you or something. But I can't actually do that spell ever. It's really fucking cool. But I can't do it because I don't understand how the parrying mechanic works. Da-da-da! It's Yugo's theme now. If it wasn't before, you can definitely hear it now. Yep. Da-da-da-da-dee-da-doo-dee. Wow, I actually did that. I even had extra life too, I didn't even realize that. That was good. Cool. "45 minutes. Definitely, that's some PCB length right there, yeah. Get only endings now? The noise of the yokai spread to the depths of the netherworld. But Gunsoke was still covered by snow. We have to take back our spring next time. Bad ending. Oh, I did I used all my continues in Ron and forgot. Whoops. Yeah, I'm playing on easy mode next time as Marissa just to unlock the extra stage. Yeah, that, just that Ron timeout spell is really dumb and just shouldn't be there. Because the rest of the game was honestly fine. But that Ron timeout spell was dumb. It didn't explain how the background worked. And I died like 3 times before I realized, and it went on for way too long. So yeah, pretty cool, but I'm cheesing with easy mode next time because that Ron extra spell is stupid. Yep, next time I'll play Mars. Like,